Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to our Dithmarschens Have Landed playthrough in EU4 with me, your host, Lucky Marine, and I assume you're back here to find out what my brain told me in the last episode, towards the end of the last episode even. What my brain said was, if we link this war into a war against just Gelre and Cologne, now that they've lost or been forced, Utrecht has been forced out of this alliance, we can be taking this land straight into another war to take some more land, straight into another war for humiliate and allow all that aggressive expansion to then burn off. My own counterclaim to what my brain has just said, arguing with myself, it happens all the time, which is something I should probably get looked into. But the counterclaim to that would be, we only have these rivals, these one province minor rivals, considering how big we are, because of a lack of development, I think, so far. As soon as we take more land off these guys in this current war, which is what we're in for, this is a land grab war, I reckon day, 2 days, 3, 4 days after that war, we'll end up losing the rivalry with these three. That is why we take the land, we allow 1 day to pass. In that 1 day, we get the alliance with Poland that they are now up for. We get straight back to war with these guys before the Emperor can demand probably Hamburg back. So we sidestep the Emperor's demanding of the authority jobber that we ended up having with Onsbrook. That we ended up with a +10 to unrest. It was quite painful. Didn't want to experience it ever again. So, hence linking of wars that has had to happen since then. So, yeah, 1 day pass, straight back to war with these before they can fall out of rivalry. Use them for one final time for the ducats and for the power projection, and then maybe have this war in the bag for when the aggressive expansion has properly burnt itself off. I think maybe, and then maybe link that into a war again with Lubeck. Are we at the edge of the empire yet? No, we're not. It's alright. What are you? Cologne's an elector. Cologne is an elector. Ooh. Do we have electors close to us? We have Cologne, Ferrara's in the north of Italy. Wurzburg is around here somewhere, actually. Is it? Yeah, Wurzburg. Trier. Oh, Cologne has this as well. Alright, so it's not as puny as I thought they were. They're still, I reckon we'd still be able to take them. Drag in Lemberg, we've got to take that. Saxony is this here. No. We don't want to be doing that. We don't want to... Let's not take electors as vassals because everybody will hate us at that point. Let's just take the land off them. Right, well, we'll continue now. Our war exhaustion isn't going down. It may get to the point where we may have to buy a little bit of it down. Especially if we're going to link a war into another war. We are making money. Just. At 0 maintenance. If anything, that's preserving our manpower. We need 13,000 men. 1,300 men. Okay, well, let's increase this army maintenance to the point where we get all our men back. And then we'll put it back down to 0. Shouldn't take too many months. And now we're just waiting. We're just waiting for the date that we can actually link this fight into the next fight. We should probably have waited, but waiting isn't my strong point. Lose 10 prestige. They gain loyalty, but they lose influence. Or they gain influence. They're already at 60, which would push them to 70. At 70, there's not much of an effect anyway, and it would burn off. How do we losing the prestige? All the ducats. They can have a little bit more influence. We can invest in new technology. An 82% increase. How many points can we save? We're close to the cap. Anything we can spend points on? No, we might have to take this. We really might have to take it. Mason's 8.40, 21, 14, 25, 12. Yep. Let's take it now before this gets any further out of hand. It's going to push us mega in front. But tactics enables large cast bronze mortar. Thing is, cannons at the beginning of the game-ish are fairly useless. I don't really like using them. There is value in a cannon on a siege, but not really in combat. I mean, they do give half of their morale to the troops in front, but it's not enough of a trade-off for me for the cost. Right, are you up to full manpower yet? You are. Right, now we can turn you all the way down. You're going to suddenly start losing men. No. Okay, so you're fully reinforced, which means that we don't have to fiddle about waiting for you to get up to your full reinforcement before the next one. Foreign plots. Seize them and their wealth. Or Republican tradition ticks up. Okay, 5 prestige, 25 diplo power. Nice one. Anything to increase stability, anything to increase Republican tradition. Improve relations with Cleves. Really? But Cleves are right here. Well, I suppose they do sort of like us. Yeah, let's do this. Let's do this for the Diplo reputation. It will help maybe in getting Portugal to like us. Portugal. Why would we want Portugal to like us? Poland. Now Poland, on the other hand, we could do with Poland liking us enough for a alliance. I did note that Poland revoked their, they revoked the military access. This may end up being balls. This may end up being give them a gift. Sorry about that. Well, if we can't fight you, then we can fight you. We can still mask. We can still mask the taking of land up here by immediately declaring on Galeray for nothing. I just hope that they don't end their rivalry. This is just going to go up and up and up, and we're not going to be able to withstand 6 years worth of it. War exhaustion is already quite high. It's only going to start ticking up even further. Beyond 10, bad things start happening. Really bad things start happening. Right, okay. Let's have a look at this peace deal. Well, we'll get the fabricated claim from you anyway. Which one would we want? Friesland or Gelre? Gelre would isolate Friesland. Gelre would isolate Gelre into Friesland. Yeah, we'll go for Gelre. It also gives us a link to Utrecht and... yeah, just Utrecht. And we touch special bits with Spain. That's horrific. Okay, right, you come back from there and we will peace out of this. I did think about eating the call for peace and the subsequent war exhaustion that it brings, but it's not going to be efficient. It's not going to be efficient at all. We need to look into the options that we have. Oh wow. Wow, 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 wow. This is going to be the most. Yeah. Do I save you for another war then, when I've got less aggressive expansion? Do I save them for another war? I want one of the free cities, but no. That's instant coalition. That's instant coalition, instantly firing. 80 aggressive expansion for one province. That requires you to have a claim on it, and it requires you to start a war for that specific country. And you just can't, you can't start a war with a free city. Okay, yeah, 50, sorry. Had both of them selected, but still, 50 on its own, you would have to burn all your aggressive expansion off, all the way down to 0, and even then, you'd have to peace out on the 28th of December, with the hope that when the 1st of January ticked around, people were going to come down from the verge of coalition status of 50. Wow. Wow. Okay. Let's piece you up separately then. I'll take all your money. Great. I'll take war reparations, transfer trade power. It's going to be almost as good. And you can annul your treaties with the Teutonic Order. I do not want to be fighting them. Done. That's you out. We'll take Lübeck. I don't know if I just said we will. We will take Lübeck. Bremen. War reparations, transfer your trade power. I want as much money as you have into my own pockets. I know a lot of it's going to go to Denmark, but it's alright. I want you to keep these relations with Hamburg and Lübeck. There's no point, we're going to be eating Lübeck, how we might as well get the extra point. Done. Fine. My word. My word. Just taking this is going to be 30 on its own. at the end of this month, it's at 52. At 52, Bremen, Hamburg, Brunswick, Lerberg, Oldenburg, Verden will probably all end up in a coalition. Yes, we will have Denmark backing us up, so I doubt it is fire, but I don't want to risk it. We'll fund the troops. War operations. And suddenly making a lot of money from trade. What is our 26% of this trade node? Great. That's without ships, he says. No, any ships got sunk because he was dumb. Well, let's do the usual. We'll come down here. We will. Can we make you into a dude? We can. Please be a good one. Cross your fingers. That wasn't a good one. I've seen better. Put you in charge. You might be able to offset the woods penalty. At the very least. And we're going to be on parity with that. We'll allow you to get to full manpower, but we will also add in one more infantry. Just to tip the scales better into our favour. 8 on 10. Sounds better. And then we will Poland, would you come? You wouldn't. We'll improve your relations for a couple of ticks and see if that'll be enough. Repair that loan. Should repair all those loans actually. As many as we can. It'll only add to this. Yep. So full maintenance, still making money, mostly due to war reparations and the amount of trade power we now have in this province, in this trade node even. Lübeck trade node. Lübeck that's not going to exist because it's going to be in our bellies. We'll see how much Poland wants to not be our friend. Positive 40, negative 38. Bring you back, get that alliance. I'm still at war. Of course I'm still at war. Wow, there's going to be jiggery pokery going on here. I need both my diplomats for this. In the space of this month, we need to peace out of this. We need to get this alliance and we need to get into this. I feel like that, yeah. Indiana Jones. Do you know when he's with the statue and the bag of sand? I got to time this just right and get just the right weight of stuff. Otherwise I get squished by some big balls. The less said about that, the better. Save peace. We will take this. It's now ticked down to just 50 instead of 52. At 52, it is definite. Everyone's in a coalition against you. At 50, Bremen, Hamburg, actually Lerberg, Saxe, Lauenburg, Verden can't even join because we still have truces with them. And in the subsequent year, well, Lerbeck's not going to exist. It's just going to be Brunswick on its own. And in the subsequent years, until those truces run out, they're not going to... Our aggressive expansion is going to tick down. So we're safe here. We're safe doing it now. I'm like, what? We'll get 52 of this. Most of it will go to Denmark, you big bully. We should have probably known, actually. They're quite a rich country. We should have just stood in there and sieged it outright, but we wanted to preserve our manpower. If we hadn't have preserved our manpower, we wouldn't be in this position right now, being able to link straight into war after war after war after war. And that is how you expand in the HRE without incurring the wrath of the Emperor. So what else can we get? Transfer Utrictian trade power. So you no longer exist, but you're like, well, yeah, what? Lubeck doesn't exist, but the person that took him out does exist. I'll just transfer my trade power to him. Or is this trade power because of... It doesn't really matter because they're in a node that's not relevant to us at the moment. Is this because you're in a trade league with him? You're 1 province minor, so you satisfy that criteria. Could be. Could be. Now, hold your breath, because we need to send this. We need to... My alarm has just gone off, so we have sent that off. In the next episode, I'm sorry to leave it like this, I really am. I hate cliffhangers, but in the next day or two, we need a diplomat banging on the door of the Portuguese dude saying, I heard that you wanted an alliance with us, fancy getting it in place now, because we're not at war. He might say yes. If he says yes, good, but we're not dependent on it. If he says no, we're not going to hang around, we're getting straight into the next war anyway. We then have to declare war on Gelre. Now Gelre is only going to bring in Cologne. Lübeck won't join because war started more than 30 months ago. We'll be called into multiple wars. Both of those would burn off on us piecing out of this war, which means that we would be able to call in Lüneburg. We have already military access secured through Brunswick, which means that Lübeck would immediately be able to link up with our troops. We send our troops straight into Gelre and we try and smash these as quickly as possible. We try and go for a stack wipe. We should have waited. We should have waited. What were you doing? We're not even at full morale. That's my bad, that. Right click to cancel the diplomat. Can't do it. Oh well. Yeah, always double check everything before you go down the route of intricacies like this. Anyway, yeah, we'll go through here. We try and smash Gelre if we can. I doubt we will now at lower morale. Again, we'll build 2 mercenaries to cover off on these provinces, so Gelre can't build any more. We will throw on our check mark to bring Lüneburg in and attach to us, and we will go and smash the Gelre Cologne army. Again, covering off on provinces to stop them using their manpower against us. Okay. I have been Lucky Marine. This has been interesting. We've had to change plans 5 times in the space of 15 minutes. But they're the best playthroughs. I mean, the ones where you have to adapt to a situation that develops around you is what EU4 is all about. You, as always, have been amazing. Join me in the next episode to see if we get the golden statue or we end up with the big balls rolling after us. Do take care.